with Brad Kay. He's the president of C4i.
Thanks,
Company's been around quite a while. Been doing a lot of business with the military.
That's right.
And I understand that when you started really looking at public safety, you started doing some neat things with telephony as well as with the radio side. Can you tell me a little about that?
So what we do is have an open standards-based solution, which is using the industry standard SIP protocol.
Yep.
So we build hardware devices at each end which convert the analog voice into IP, digital IP, using that SIP protocol, and that's used throughout the system. So that when we connect to a telephone system, we're doing that through these sort of interfaces. When we connect to the operator's headset or his speaker, it's converting it from that SIP protocol back into clear, crisp audio.
Tell me a little bit more about the way in which the dispatcher, call taker, public safety personnel, and of course, the customer, the person who's in need of some help. How does that all kind of work together?
We're making sure that we tie all of those endpoints, all those people together in a way where we can meet all of our constituents' requirements. So we have a very process-oriented approach for doing that.
IP-based radio console telephone interface system. It allows you to do all of your radio and all of your telephone communications on one screen. So basically it allows you to have a headset that operates your phones, operates your radios, and gives you interoperability on different radio systems and radio channels along with different telephone capabilities. What are you using now for a communication system?
Right now we're using the two-way radio.
What console systems do you use?
It's just a Centricom.
Okay, an older product. Yeah, this takes the Centricom actually to a couple of higher levels because we have some integrated capability within this. Obviously, it's a touch screen, so you can just touch the screens. When you want to select your radio to talk on it, you simply press the button, and now that's the radio that I'm working. As a call comes into the system, it'll ring, it'll show you what line is ringing, gives you some caller ID, and you can simply touch it to answer the call. Now we've got that call in progress.
It's very user-friendly, quick. I mean, it's just, a push of a button.
What you see is across the top is the status of the different radios that we're monitoring. Green indicates that we've selected that one for receive or monitor only.
Right.
The orange is showing that one's for transmit and receive.
Okay. Now, if I wanted to, say, patch two of them together, how would I do that?
Okay. So if we were to select that radio and this other one that we want to patch together.
Well, let's say this radio, I don't want the primary channel. Say I want a second channel if it's available.
The first thing we would do is configure, select the appropriate channel on that radio.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then we select those two radios and then hit patch. And what you'll see appear here is a number in a moment when it comes back from the radio interface that's saying it's all connected up.
Okay.
That indicates the patch number because I can have multiple different patches that I set up.
Let's say I have radios at a remote radio site.
Yep.
And is it just a matter of networking to the site? So if I have established
all you need is a network.
Ethernet connectivity to my network, then the fact that I can network anywhere in my network and touch the radio or the system. So if we have to remote to an off-site facility, no problem. I don't have hardware that is now stranded at my old facility. I can now connect to it, whether it's at a mobile command post that we have connectivity via broadband wireless or LAN network, or even at one of our remote radio sites that we have connectivity through a ring network.
When you go from radio to the phone, do you have to
No, let's show you that. If we go back to the main screen, here's what's going on in the screen. We have a response red over here. That radio doesn't exist in the system. It's not here. Okay. So right now there's a call coming in. I can answer the call in my headset. That call is in my ear, but this radio, if there's activity, comes out the speaker automatically. So now I still can hear the telephone caller but the radio now is going to come out of the speaker. If I have to talk on the radio and do a response, all I have to do is push the button, and that'll automatically transmit on the radio, but the caller is still in your ear. He doesn't hear what you're saying. So it automatically transfers and switches, but you don't have to disconnect anything. If you have to have more than one channel that you talk on at a time, so right now I've selected these. When I go to transmit, I will transmit on all three of those at the same time, so I can give one message out to multiple talk groups.
We have just a console of going back and forth, you know, to each system, including 2 different radio systems. So that really would work out well.
The radio telephony interface I thought was very good. It was within a matter of minutes we had a phone patch set up in the demonstration where that would be simulating somebody on a telephone talking through an operator and patching it into a police or fire dispatch.
It's a software approach, and to date this is the first one that I've seen that has direct channel control of the tape radio.
Being able to talk on 2 different systems, radio systems, using that one system, it's easier than what we're using right now.
I think the system would do everything I would need it to do. Go ahead and interface many radios from various operating systems, from the police, fire, the telephone.
The C4i system at this point looks like it has a lot of promise for us.
C4i is different than other dispatch competitors because we not only provide all the features that they do, but we're continually developing and adding new capabilities to meet our customers' requirements.